Amidst crisis with Wike, PDP tells APC to deal with the monster it created. Five children killed as fence collapses in Maiduguri. Governor Ukpogo reaffirms commitment to people-centered projects. Some Benin City residents demand strict enforcement of color code policy. Sanwo-Olu donates 100 million naira, houses, vehicles, food items to Nigerian Legion ahead of Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Thanks for joining the news on the network service of ITV. I am Joyce Ikogu. Joining me from our Benin Network Center is Wilson Omasho. Hi Wilson, good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, Joyce. It's a pleasure seeing you on the screen tonight. How is Abuja?
Abuja is pretty calm. Many thanks for asking. And also joining from our Lagos Network Center is Messelina Nkwo. Hi, Messelina. It's always good to see you.
Beautiful evening to you, Joyce. Good to see you too on the screen tonight.
Many thanks. All right, let's set the ball rolling. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has drawn the attention of the National Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, APC, to the fact that the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, is no longer a member of the PDP. The National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Ini Obong, made this clarification while reacting to comments credited to the APC National Secretary, Ajibola Bashiru, who cautioned Wike against importing PDP politics into the APC. Political correspondent Joseph Kadiri reports.
The political feud between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and Rivers State Governor, Sim Fubara, has continued to draw national attention. The crisis escalated on Monday after the APC National Secretary, Ajibola Bashiru, warned Wike against importing PDP-style politics into the APC. Reacting, the PDP National Publicity Secretary, Ini Emebong, dismissed the comment, stressing that Wike is no longer a member of the PDP, having been expelled from the party.
The National Secretary of the APC, for a fact, may not know who a member of the PDP is, but so he may be relying on an old information that Wike used to be a member of the PDP. Wike was expelled from the PDP and his sons expelled. And it is while we sympathize with the problem that APC bought for themselves, afford to become innocent, because the law does not allow you to take benefits of a wrong that you created. And you cannot also complain, voluntary non-fit injury, you cannot complain of a voluntary act that you undertook. So they should manage the Wike. After all, it was an asset for them. If it has become a liability, then they should manage it.
Memebong adds that the APC created a monster in Wike and should deal with it.
About his comments that he should not bring what happened in PDP, it is that same conduct that he's complaining about. That's why we sent Wike out of PDP. A voluntary injury that the APC brought upon themselves, so they must manage him. After all, the benefits of Wike's nuisance accrued to the APC, so they should manage the outfall. You know, it is feeding a monster. When you keep feeding a monster, you end up one day as food in the belly of the monster. Some people keep feeding the monster thinking that they would escape. They will always have enough food to give the monster. They forget that someday the monster may get tired of eating the food being fed to it and may simply ask, what would this guy taste like? And they will end up in the belly of the monster.
He insists that the PDP has moved on and should not be dragged into issues involving non-members. From Abuja, Joseph Kadri, ITV News.
At least 6 persons, including children, were reported to have died after a building collapsed in Maiduguri, the Edo State capital. The tragedy occurred at Bintu Sugar of Ngomari Airport area in Maiduguri. John Taylor reports.
The residents of Maiduguri, Bintu Suga of Ngumari Airport area woke up with a shocking incident of a building collapse where the occupants were buried in the rumble. The incident attracted residents' attention who struggled to rescue the victims trapped in the collapsed building. The victims were, however, confirmed dead at a nearby hospital. A tenant, Usman Bukar, living in the compound, expressed shock with the incident, saying he fears for his life and wants the house fixed.
I got a call from my brother's wife who informed me about the incident. I was greatly shocked. I rushed down with my friend. I cried so much because lives were lost, especially the children of my neighbors. I've stayed in this rented house for 8 years. I want the house fixed or I will leave. And finding a place is very expensive. I am confused and lost.
We were inside our house knitting caps and we heard shouts. We came out and saw what happened. Some were lifeless and others conscious. We pulled out 4 bodies and an old woman. The unconscious is still in the hospital.
Meanwhile, no statement has been released to ascertain the cause of the building collapse by Maiduguri authorities. John Taylor, ITV News.
Renowned Nigerian education reformer and global education icon, Dr. Edo Akogun, has been celebrated as he marked another year of an impactful life dedicated to learning, innovation, and human capital development. ITV's Comfort Idoko reports that the birthday celebration drew accolades from friends, family, well-wishers, loved ones, and students across the globe. The report.
Birthday celebration of Dr. Edo Akogun was marked with gratitude, music, dance, and moments of reflection as friends, colleagues, students, and well-wishers from different walks of life gathered to honor a man widely described as a transformational force in global education. Popularly known as Dr. Edo, the Nigerian global education innovator is recognized for pioneering inclusive learning models, promoting digital education, and mentoring young people across institutions, both locally and internationally. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Abike Dabiri, used the occasion to applaud Dr. Akogun's consistency, humility, and unwavering commitment to educational excellence.
He's a man full of ideas. I'm a very brilliant young chap. As a Nigerian in the diaspora who has relocated home, Edo is so passionate about his country. He's always doing one thing or the other in education, you know, and that's one of the reasons why we gave him the Diaspora Merit Award, because he has changed lives in the educational sector in Nigeria.
Students were not left out as members of the Student Union paid glowing tribute to his influence on youth leadership and academic growth.
We are not just wishing a happy birthday, but also celebrating him because he's a transformer. Yeah, he has really brought transformation in all our colleges of education.
In his response, the celebrant expressed gratitude to God and appreciation to all who have supported his journey, reiterating his passion for using education as a tool for national and global development.
Today being my birthday, I thank God for a year older. I thank God for my parents. I thank God for people around me who had contributed to sustaining the ideas and fortune that brought me to where I am today. So for years from now, I believe that I can only do more and more and more.
Dr. Akogun added that his vision would continue to shape the future of education and inspire generations yet unborn. From Abuja, Comfort Idoko, ITV News.
For more news on ITV's network, we now join our Benin Network Center. Over to you, Wilson.
Thanks a lot, Joyce, and welcome to our Benin Network Center. Remember, you can watch ITV live online at www.itvradioNG.com/live. You can follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at ITV Radio NG. The governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Ukpogo, says his administration remains focused on delivering visible people-centered development across Edo State.
Some ongoing projects across the state, which include reconstruction of Sapler Road, erosion control and roadworks in Oye, Temboga, Ute and environs, as well as interventions in long-neglected public schools, are proof of his administration's commitment to sustainable development.
See what we are doing at Sapler Road. The road we are doing at Sapler Road, bet you, in the next 60, 70 years, no maintenance. Very soon you will hear a good news. That somebody is going to Lagos, you will pay 500,000 naira to fly to Lagos. Somebody is going to Abuja, you will fly 500,000 naira to go to Abuja. Very soon it will stop. Edo Air will surface.
A former coordinator, Edo State Obedient Movement, Comrade Felix Ikwembo, on behalf of members of the Akbakomeza Movement for Tinubu, also known as Team Figo Connect, said the decision of the members of the Labour Party's Obedient Movement to collapse their structure to declare support for the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 was based on confidence in the president's reforms.
As a group, we reaffirm our loyalty, support, and readiness to engage at the grassroots level, ensuring that the hopes and aspirations of Edo people are fully realized.
The meeting was attended by Edo State Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Jarrett Tenebe, Commissioner for Energy and Water Resources, Honorable Washington Osifo, and other leaders of the APC. Kingsley Uchebu, ITV News.
Some Benin City residents have called on the Edo State government to urgently restore sanity to the intra-city transport system, particularly through strict enforcement of the state-approved color codes for commercial vehicles. They said the measure will not only improve orderliness but also help curb rising criminal activities linked to unregistered and improperly branded vehicles. Donald Emie reports.
Concerned residents of Benin City are raising alarm over what they describe as a growing disorder within the city's intra-transport system. They say the neglect of the state-approved color code of yellow and red for commercial buses and taxis have made it difficult to distinguish legitimate operators from criminal elements. Security stakeholders argued that proper vehicle identification remains a critical tool in crime prevention as it enhances monitoring, accountability, and quick response by law enforcement agencies. Some residents in Benin City lament harassment and insecurity, calling for stricter regulation and enforcement to restore confidence in public transportation.
Previously, we used to know that there was a color code, ox blood, and yellow, but right now, everything has gone haywire.
Can you try this in Lagos State? Say you are riding commercial buses. If you know you are not commercial, don't commercial. Than for you to be
Every colored vehicle for the state have a number. If any crime is being committed, you don't even need to look at the plate number.
It's unsafe. We started with color pedestrian for allow different colors to be used.
Responding to the concern, Edo State Commissioner for Transport, Honorable Saturday Idin assured residents that the government is committed to sanitizing the transport sector. According to the Commissioner, plans are underway to enforce compliance with approved color codes, strengthen monitoring mechanism, and work closely with security agencies to ensure safer movement within Benin City.
When we are going to start enforcement, we are not going to spare anybody, and we'll give them the time of grace since November till 12th of January, which is Monday coming week.
Stakeholders believe that sustained enforcement and cooperation from operators will go a long way in restoring order and improving public safety across the state capital. From Benin, Donant Ehiminyem, ITV News.
Edo State Police Command has confirmed the death of Abu Tahib Babatunde, who was kidnapped along with his elder brother Dr. Abu Ibrahim Babatunde in Auchi, the administrative headquarters of Isako West local government area. The confirmation follows a circulation of a video on social media showing a body abandoned by a riverside alleged to be that of Abu Tahib Babatunde. Crime correspondent Joladojo reports.
The two siblings, Abu Tahir, who was a fresh medical graduate of Ambrose Ali University, and Abu Ibrahim Babatunde, who is currently undergoing housemanship at Edo University Teaching Hospital, Iyamo Uzairue, were allegedly kidnapped as they returned home from work along City Pride Road, Igbirakam, near their residence. Following the abduction, the family reportedly received a ransom demand of 200 million naira from the kidnappers on 3rd January 2026. However, on the 5th of January 2026, a video circulated on social media showing a body abandoned by a riverside alleged to be Abu Tahir, prompting public outrage. While confirming the unfortunate development, the command's public relations officer, ASP Eno Ekoedem, said investigations into the incident commenced immediately the report of the abduction was received on 2nd of January 2026. She expressed sympathy on the tragic turn, assuring that efforts are being intensified to rescue the surviving brother, who is still believed to be in captivity, and to apprehend all those responsible for the crime.
The divisional police officer was immediately deployed to the scene alongside the forest guards, vigilantes, and of course volunteers from the Community Safety Partnership Initiative. And during search, unfortunately, the lifeless body of the younger brother was found, identified by the family, and taken for burial. The Commissioner of Police, CP Monday Agbonika, FDC, assures the good people of Edo State to please remain calm. The police is on top of the situation, and will make sure that no stone is left unturned until we secure the rescue of the doctor and, of course, the apprehension of the perpetrators of this heinous crime.
The investigation remains active and coordinated to prevent further incidents. From the command headquarters in Benin, Jola Deojo, ITV News.
The new Commissioner of Police, Delta State Command, CP Aino Adeshina, has resumed duty as the 23rd Commissioner of Police in the state, pledging to strengthen the security architecture and reduce crime and criminality. Warri correspondent Benga Ahmed reports that the commissioner made this remark while officially assuming office at the Delta State Police Command headquarters in Asaba, the Delta State capital.
The new Commissioner of Police, Delta State Command, SP Aino Adeshina, was received at the police headquarters in Asaba by officers and men of the command on Monday, January 5th, 2026. Where he expected a guard of honor mounted in his honor. He takes over from CP Olufemi Abaniwanda. Addressing newsmen shortly after the parade, SP Aino Adeshina said the mandate given to him is to strengthen the security architecture of Delta State, considering its strategic importance to the nation's economy, and reduce crime and criminality.
Delta State remains one of the economic hubs of our nation, and it is well established that no society or economy can thrive in an atmosphere of insecurity. It is therefore our responsibility to protect lives, properties, and legitimate economic activities across the state. In line with this mandate, I wish to reassure the good people of Delta State that the command under my leadership will consolidate on existing gains while adopting a professional, intelligence-driven, and people-centered approach.
CP Aino previously served at Ogwashoko in 1996 and later as Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations in Delta State from 2023 to early 2025 before his elevation as the 23rd Commissioner of Police of the state. He was also Deputy Commandant, Police College, where he served for 7 months prior to his posting. From Warri, Benga Ahmed, ITV News.
Next up is our Lagos Network Center, where Messalina has more reports from that region. Over to you, Messalina.
Sanwo-Olu announced the donations during the State Executive Council meeting at the Appeal Fund launching for the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem held in the Lagos House Ikeja. Igboje Aquaria reports.
The governor said the launching of the emblem appeal ahead of the January 15, 2026 commemoration of Armed Forces Remembrance Day has become a tradition that has come to stay in Nigeria. He noted that it remains a constitutional and moral duty to remember fallen heroes who served the nation, including those who sustained life-altering injuries in the line of duty.
We take this as part of our constitutional duties to continue to remember and acknowledge all of our fallen heroes and veterans who at one time or the other been of service to this country. The yearly meeting or the yearly event has been customary for me, and I know that every time the Nigerians always have requests. And we've attempted to continue to meet those requests and to your support them every year. So we'll make available 4 to 2-bedroom for them.
In his remark, the commandant of the Lagos State Council of the Nigerian Legion, Mr. Akim Wolemo, commended Governor Sanwo-Olu and the state government for their consistent support over the years, noting that no other state has enjoyed such sustained goodwill as the Lagos State chapter of the Nigerian Legion. The governor also donated 4 cows, 500 bags of rice and other food items to members of the Nigerian Legion as part of his administration's commitment to the welfare of legionnaires, the families of fallen heroes. From Lagos, Igboje Aquaria, ITV News.
You're still onto the news on the network service of ITV. Let's take a breather. More reports when we return. Just stay.
ITV, certainly the best.
A big hello to you and thank you for joining us in another episode of You Were There. Today, you're sure to see life-changing stories of individuals and communities made possible by the partners of the Christian Broadcasting Network. I hope you're ready for this. But before we get into that, let's take a look at a familiar word, resilience. What does it mean? Being able to bounce back from challenges or just the strength to keep going when it gets tough? Before you answer that, let's take a trip to the streets to hear what the people had to say.
They are just sat down alone. I was just thinking all over how the life started before it reached that extent. And I hit my chair. I said, no, joy.
Thanks a lot for staying tuned. Youths of Ajayi Street and environs of Upper Mission Road, New Benin City have condemned the act of humiliation, embarrassment and public assault melted on one of their own, Dr. Saro Pedro Agboinfo Basaki, popularly called Don Pedro, by some armed youths in Benin City. The youths, in a statement, said the Benin Traditional Council has since issued a statement exonerating the respected palace of the above Benin from the barbaric act and going further to say that the palace does not encourage such act, with a warning that everybody dragging the name of the Oba palace to such act should desist from it. The youths of Ajayi Street and environs said while they maintain their loyalty and regard to the revered throne of the Oba of Benin and His Royal Majesty Oba Wike II Ogidigan, they joined their voices to those of conscious individuals of good conscience to condemn the barbaric act melted on brother Dr. Don Pedro. They appealed to security agencies and the Inspector General of Police to ensure that those behind the criminal act be arrested, prosecuted and brought to book to prevent a recurrence of such act in the future. Chairman of Akoko Edo Local Government Council, Right Honorable Alabi Bliss Oshonugwe, attended the third Okpa Mary Cultural Festival, Okpa Fest 2025 in Somorika, reaffirming his administration's commitment to grassroots integration through cultural heritage. He emphasized that culture promotes peaceful coexistence, inclusiveness, and sustainable development, aligning with the APC-led state government's vision. Oluwafemi Farayola reports.
Speaking at the event, Right Honorable Yekene Ideaye said the APC-led administration under Senator Monday Okpeolo prioritizes inclusiveness, peace, and sustainable development, noting that culture remains vital to community unity. He reaffirmed his commitment to infrastructural development in Somorika and assured residents of continued grassroots development across the local government. Oshonogwe praised His Royal Highness Oba Sule Idaye for maintaining peace in the area and urged youths to uphold positive values and support traditional leadership. He also called on stakeholders to support policies aligned with Edo State's Shine agenda, focusing on infrastructure, youth empowerment, security, health, education, and food security. On his part, the Imam of Somorika Kingdom, His Royal Highness Obasule Daye, said the gathering was imperative to encourage unity and collective efforts towards the advancement of the Okpameri people in the Committee of Nations. The revered monarch also prayed for joining mercies for all attendees. Dignitaries who attended the event include the Vice Chairman of Akoko Edo Local Government Area, Honorable Fatimbi Ayodele Azamata, Oba PCM Abudu, Oba S.A. Obaro, His Royal Highness Oba Momodu, among others. Oluwafemi Farayola, ITV News.
Residents of Ukpogo community in Ogwa, Eastern West Local Government Area of Edo State on Saturday celebrated the 2026 edition of their annual cultural festival to mark the new year. Edo Central correspondent Chris Amije reports that the yearly festival attracted sons and daughters of the community both at home and in the diaspora.
Ukpogo community in Ogwa, Esan West Local Government Area of Edo State, is renowned for its rich cultural heritage. The age-long Iganade cultural dance, observed every new year, brings together sons and daughters of the community. Participants dance through the streets of Ukpogo to usher in the planting season and celebrate their cultural identity.
Well, without this Ukpogo feast, we benefit for inside. But they make us happy. They make us know each other.
It's about the culture of Ukpogo. That's how we met it from our parents, and we have to take it over from them. It's a time we have to thank God for what He have done for us last year and for what He's going to do for us this year.
Speaking at the event, the president of Ukpogo in diaspora, Mr. Sunday Ebojelu, and the Odionwere of the community, Pa Joseph Okpewo, said the Iganade cultural dance was inherited from their forefathers and would be sustained for generations to come.
We always gather to thank God for what He has done for us for the year. That is the essence of the festival. It brings us together, people from America, Europe, Africa, to celebrate this festival.
When the year ends, the crops we got from the farm to cook for everybody to eat. We pray that we will live to the other year.
The Ukpogo Iganade cultural dance is observed annually on the 3rd of January as the community prays and prepares for a prosperous new year. From Ukpogo, Ogwa, Chris Omije, ITV News.
If you just joined us, this is ITV Network News. We'll go on a break. We'll be right back. Do stay.
The land of Owan is inhabited by the people with common ancestry, language, religion, economic and socio-political ties. However, irrespective of their subtitle differences in language and culture, they share common traditions. The people are known for their hospitality. Owan traced their origin to Benin Kingdom as a result for a man to find a comfortable place for living. The name Owan was derived from the largest and longest river in the area, which is known as Owan or Owan. It means one who makes merry in affluence. Owan is rich in culture and traditions. The people are a mixture of traditional worshippers, Muslims and Christians. Owan is located at the northern part of Edo State. It consists of two local government areas, that is Owan West and Owan East. It has a total number of 13 clans and 21 political wards, according to National Population Commission 2006 census. The population of Owan people is put together at 251,686. The people love tradition and culture. Historically, the people ancestors in deep quest to hand down on their future children a society of love and friendship, where the spirit of brotherliness is shared. They developed traditions, culture, and dance that electrified the environment, that encouraged love and joy.
A renowned catering and events management entrepreneur, Dame Joy Ozigbo Ide, founder and CEO of 70s Grill Catering Services and Events Management, held a New Year Thanksgiving service and staff party in Benin City to thank God for his sustenance, protection, and grace over her family and the brand. Ofure Aneto reports.
It was a moment of gratitude as management, staff, clients, well-wishers of 70s Grill gathered at St. Matthew's Anglican Cathedral, Sopomba Road, Benin City, to thank God for business growth, safe travels, and divine provision over the years. Speaking on the occasion, Dame Joy Ozigbo Ide described God as the backbone of the 70s Grill brand and expressed optimism for a productive year marked by impactful events and quality service delivery.
Every year at the beginning of the year to always come back to say thank you. You know, we travel a lot. You know, we walk with fire. We go from venue to venue, from state to state, you know, and His grace has been sufficient for us. It's only right for us to come back to say thank you.
It's one of the most outstanding catering services that we have here, not just in Benin, in Sassat. They are very good at what they do.
The celebration later shifted to a reception where staff and guests took part in fun activities and enjoyed a selection of choice meals and drinks, reflecting 70s Grill's reputation as a leading catering brand. Guests commended the founder for the steady growth of the brand, encouraged staff to uphold its values, and offered prayers for the continued success in the new year.
As long as you're wearing a t-shirt or a shirt that has 70s Grill, you are 70s Grill at that time.
70s Grill is a brand that we love so much.
It is very important to always thank God, especially when you have success.
It's amazing working with her. She's a nice person.
70s Grill Catering Services reaffirmed its commitment to excellence, quality service, and sustained growth in the catering and event management industry. From Benin, Ofure Aneto, ITV News.
Ogbe Quarters has emerged winner of the highly competitive Udo football tournament held in Ovia Southwest local government area of Edo State. The tournament, organized by the Okaigile of Udo Chief Aragua Friday, featured various quarters in the community, all of whom displayed impressive football skills to the delight of spectators. Efosa Owangwe reports.
Udo football tournament organized to discover new talents and promote unity among the people saw different quarters compete for the prestigious Unity Cup. The finalists, Ogbe and Edo quarters, thrilled the audience with an entertaining display of football skills during the keenly contested final match. Speaking at the event, the organizer and Okagele of Udo, Chief Aragua Friday, said the tournament, planned as an annual event, was aimed at bringing members of the various quarters together and fostering unity within the community. According to him, the tournament lived up to expectations as new football talents were discovered and the desired unity among the quarters was achieved.
When I was coming up, I was one of the best players in Ovia Southwest. There was no any support from anybody. But when I found out that these children are still doing better, that is why I decided to sponsor this competition.
Other dignitaries who graced the event commended the Okagele for organizing the tournament, describing it as a laudable initiative that successfully united natives of the Udo community.
A very good opportunity for the indigenes of Udo, at least to promote them.
We are happy, and it's a continuous exercise for the community as well.
I Domo, my chairman, organizer of this tournament.
I want to congratulate all the teams that participated, and above all, I want to congratulate the winners of this tournament.
Some of the participants, including the captain of the winning Ogbe quarter team, said the competition had fulfilled its purpose of promoting unity and sportsmanship.
I so much appreciate him for what he just did for us. The competition, some people are thinking that competition is not going to grow up to this stage.
I'm very grateful for the sponsor. We are grateful. We are hoping for more.
At the end of the tournament, Ogbe quarters and men champions, Edo quarters finished second, while Ifa quarter claimed the third position. From Udo in Ovia Southwest local government area, Efosa Uwango, ITV News.
It was a celebration of unity, friendship and purpose as members of the Great Etiosa International Ladies Club, also known as Successful Women, marked their first anniversary. The event brought together women from different walks of life to celebrate growth, shared values and empowerment. The colorful celebration attracted members of the club, friends from other women's groups and invited guests including the Chief Executive Officer of Wesley Hotel, Ambassador Wesley Asoro, amongst others. Ofure Aneto reports.
It was a moment of joy and fulfillment as members of the Great Etiosa International Ladies Club gathered to celebrate 1 year of impactful existence and engagement, led by the president and founder of the club, Mrs. Mercy Osamide, popularly known as Netete the Dawn. Guests were warmly welcomed as the celebration officially commenced with music, dance and other side attractions. The event was further spiced up as members of the club took to the dance floor, while other women's groups, including the Assurance Ladies Club and the Corporate Committee of Friends, also thrilled girls with captivating dance performances. Members and invited guests expressed gratitude for the club's successful 1 year, pledging continued unity, commitment, and purposeful participation in its activities.
It's 1 year anniversary since the club began. It's a thing of joy. So we are all gathered here today to celebrate with them.
I really give kudos to the president. Etiosa Ladies Club, they are beautiful, they are wonderful, and they are representable. I love them.
We are here to celebrate with our EOA of Etiosa Ladies Club International. Mommy, we love you and we are happy to celebrate your 1 year anniversary.
Etiosa International Ladies Club has been one of the best clubs so far when it comes to unity, peace and freedom. Everybody is so cooperating.
The 1 year anniversary celebration reaffirmed the club's commitment to fostering support, friendship, and meaningful engagement among women. From Benin, Ofure and Neto, ITV News.
We will go for another break. Don't go away.
The land of Owan is inhabited by the people with common
Ukpogo Local Government Council in Ukpogo, Edo State has commenced enforcement of the open grazing ban policy effective January 3, 2026. The acting chairman of the council, Honorable Eric Sino Sawao, confirmed this during an inspection of the council-approved and officially designated cattle rearing site at Ikpe community on Monday, January 5, 2026. Joy Obaisiagbon reports.
At the ranching site in Ikpe community located along the Benin-Abraka Express Road in Ukpogo local government area, which boasts an existing abattoir, a clean water source and a vast expanse of land for cattle grazing, Honorable Sawao commended cattle rearers who have already complied with the council's directive. He emphasized that the enforcement process remains people-centered and development-driven.
Some have complied, as you can see, some are already here. Yeah. And like I said, it's a conducive place for them to live. So the water and other vegetations make it conducive for them to feed and also have whatever they need for the cow to go healthy.
The council chairman further reaffirmed his commitment to building a cleaner, safer, and more orderly Ukpogo as he appealed to cattle rearers and all stakeholders to cooperate fully with enforcement agencies in the interest of lasting peace and prosperity.
The works are ongoing to make sure the place is conducive enough for them to rear their cow. And also there's a private abattoir here for them to also do their business. So we are here to make sure we have first-hand information on where we are bringing them to. And as I can see, it's very, very conducive for them to do their business.
From Benin, Joy Obaisiagbon, ITV News.
We now join Osemudeme Osaigi for Sports Update.
Chelsea have appointed Strasbourg manager Liam Rossignol as the new head coach. The 41-year-old Englishman joins the club on a 5.5-year deal with an option for a further season as he replaces Enzo Maresca, who left on New Year's Day. Rossignol will be in the stands at Craven Cottage when Chelsea face Fulham in the Premier League on Wednesday and will take charge of his first training session on Thursday before Saturday's FA Cup third-round meeting with Charlton Athletic. He said he is extremely humbled and honoured to be appointed head coach of Chelsea and will will give everything to bring the success the club deserves. Elsewhere, West Ham United are close to an agreement with striker Callum Wilson to terminate his contract at the club. Wilson joined West Ham on a free transfer in the summer and has scored 4 goals in 18 appearances. But the Englishman's first team opportunities are set to become limited following the arrival of forwards Pablo Felipe and Tati Castellanos this month. The 33-year-old wants to continue playing regular first team football and is not keen on accepting a peripheral role. And that's it from Sports Desk. I am Osemideme Osagi.
And still talking sport, Algeria has qualified for the quarterfinals after defeating the Congo as it went into extra time by a lone goal. So likely Nigeria and Algeria will be trading tackles, yes, in the quarterfinals. And with that, we come to the end of ITV Network News tonight. Thanks a lot for watching. Good night.
ITV, certainly the best.